Hi Jennifer, I was wanting to go over the chapter 4 exercise with creating new tables and queries, working with criteria and working with properties. First I went and I deleted that relationship that you had set. So I removed that join line. Remember, anytime we create a relationship, we need it to be related to each other. So in this case, we could do employee ID to employee ID, but not employee ID to item ID, which is what you have on one of these queries, and I'll take a look at that here in a second. So on our employees, if I go to my design view, for each field is something specific, and it looks right up here so far. But what we can do is we could designate specifics to each field property. So if I click in my employee ID, and I already did this on yours, but you had the 255 characters is the default, but I'm going to limit that to just allowing 4 characters to be put in there. Our employee ID numbers are just going to be in groups of 4. They also have you changing first name, last name, and so on. City, they want you to put Pueblo. So to do that, we have default value, and all you gotta do is just type what you want your default value to be and hit enter. For state, they have you put in Colorado. For telephone number, and I had already gone through this once, is why it's there, we have our input mask. So I click on telephone number up here, I go down here to input mask and click in that row, and I go over here onto the right hand side and click on that ellipsis button. That pulls up a wizard that helps us walk through our setup, so it's pretty cool. And I'm just going to do with the symbols and finish. So when I go to design view, and I'm ready to put in another person, notice it only lets me put 4 digits in, and our phone number for some reason isn't working. Probably would have been easier if I just started from one from scratch. But anyway, but notice our city and our states are filled in. On our queries, if I try to open up your expense query and there's an issue with that, so I'm going to right click over and choose design view to see what's going on with it. Right here there's a relationship that's set with 2 fields that do not make sense, so the computer doesn't know what to do with this. So I'm going to remove that by right clicking over it and choosing delete. And then what we're wanting to do is you pull down fields, and we're wanting to just see the stuff that's greater than 250. You don't need the pound signs. So now when I run it, it should show just those items that are over 250. And a lot of the employees are missing, so our data is not being filled in. If I right click over this next query, again, it has created this field here that doesn't make sense, or this relationship that doesn't make sense. So I delete that relationship, and instead of the pound signs, I'm just going to type 1947 and hit enter. And then find out, oh, for amount. Okay, so 1947 for that one doesn't make sense because it's in the amount field. We want expenses submitted by 1947 query. So project ID, I'm going to put 1947 there. So then when I run that, that doesn't want to work either. So let me see if anything runs if I don't have anything. Okay, so project ID, all right, so we're actually missing the field for, oh, employee number. Okay, so you don't even have that field down there is why. So if I put employee ID down here and then put a 1947 in that, then it'll pull up all the projects that have employee ID tied to it of 1947. So anyway, that just is a few of the things, but it's working with properties. I think that might be confusing, as well as relationships. When working with relationships, they do have to make sense and be related to each other. So I can drag and drop and make sure that they're matching up and would make sense. So, and again, that's a safety feature. It's not letting me because I have some of those objects open. So anyway, a safety feature that's built in to help try and protect the data entry. Please let me know if you have any questions. Thanks, Jennifer. Bye.